It is TexAgs Rewind here on a Thursday. We've got massages going on. We've got a TikTok video going on. I'm
a professional.
Donnie's doing. Hey, Donnie, do his head too. You know, they do at the salon. There we go. So what a great show. You can keep doing your fake dance, please. You're like watching yourself dance. Don't watch yourself dance during the show. Pretend like there's nobody watching.
Is this the Fortnite dance they do?
Apologies to all of our viewers, all three of you. Thank you so much. Here on TexAgs Rewind, we did our 21 and 21, brought to you by Factory Builder Stores. We focused on Caleb Chapman. We love
Chappy boy.
Massage. Don't stop and dance. Yes, thank you. That was great. We think he's going to be good. Oh, he's really sleeping. We also had Stephen McGee on with us with That's Bullcrap, a coffee place that doesn't have coffee apparently. Who's left the game early? I've left the game early. It's not fun. Don't be a 2%er. And Chris Landry was awesome, the NFL scout, former scout and college football assistant coach. He had some great stuff about A&M and their sustainability with Jimbo.
This is not a program that's currently being constructed to win a big game. It's to build a program to where when you win a big game, you're not storming the field because you won a big game. You want to get the program to the level where people storm the field when they beat you. And so the solid foundation, which I thought was lacking, even though there was excitement in the early stages of A&M getting in, I think this is more about the solid foundation to where it could withstand changes, because there are going to be changes. And look, I mean, you get this a lot with the Georgia folks. The Georgia program is great. Now, they've got to modify and do things on offense, but and I know everybody likes to kid and joke, but the bottom line is, they haven't beat Alabama. Well, not many people have. Not many people have kind of crossed that bridge. So if you live by the theory that Alabama's good and everybody else stinks, well, then everybody stinks. If that's the way you want to, nobody can win a big game at Alabama. You can't lose a big game unless you've won big games, because that's the definition of big games. And in fact, not to digress, but we just talked. I was mentioning Coach Bowden. We had he told me something one time I thought was really funny. We're both speaking at a coaching clinic. He said, "I figured out what a big game is." So what's that, Coach? He said, "It's the game you don't win." He says, "Because if you win a game, it's not a big game. But if you lose a game, like that Miami game, that's a big game. So you can't lose big games unless you win a lot of big games." And so I think, to the point where every game is going to be big because your program is really big and people want to knock you off, that's where I think they're trying to trend. Now, here's the thing that's difficult for A&M fans is they've got an even tougher road, because Georgia has a tough road because they got to get through Alabama in the conference championship game. A&M's got to get through them in the West.
As a fan, because I know you didn't leave any games early. You ever leave a game early where you're like, man, why'd I leave that game?
Unfortunately, yes. The last time Kentucky came to A&M, I left that game. The thing goes into overtime, dramatic finish, A&M wins, but that's what I get. So, I won't make that mistake again.
Have you ever regretted leaving a game early? I'm going to re-greet you, Tori. Hello.
Hi. I actually have regretted leaving a game early. It was that 2018 LSU versus A&M game.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I was my sophomore year. I was in the student section. I got hungry. My parents' tailgate, it was in Spence Park, called Mi Casa Su Casa. And I was like, I'm going to go get something to eat. Left, and then I kept hearing the roars from Kyle Field. I was like, oh my God, I'm missing it. And then the game was on TV. I was like, dude, I just missed that amazing experience. Heard it from outside Kyle Field.
Yeah, I guess I'll tell a story about that one. The kids and I, we had taken a break because I was up. Sometimes when I get upset, I have to walk away from a game. Like in my youth, I used to break remotes. And I got in trouble a lot. But, playing a video game, I'd lose. I'd throw the remote through the TV. Yeah, parents didn't like that at all. So sometimes I have to walk away. Now that I'm covering the Ags, I can't walk away. I just have to, But imagine, suffering through the misery that the Texans are. I've had to do that. A&M football is going to be just such a step up. Steven, you ever leave a game early and you're like, why did I leave that one early?
I did. I remember leaving the Tennessee game a little bit early for the same reasons. We were trying to get to the Mexican food restaurant early, beat the crowd out. And when we did, of course, what was it? OB, was that a 3 overtime win?
I think it was 2.
With Trevor,
it was 2
overtime win with Trevor Knight. And I think their quarterback was Josh Dobbs at the time. And it was a thriller. And so I was sitting in a Mexican food restaurant enjoying chips and salsa, waiting on the rest of the crowd as they enjoyed the game. So that's what I get for leaving early.
Very frustrated with that Kamara guy from Tennessee.
Yeah, he's kind of good.
It turns out he was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty special.
Yeah. If Caleb's knee is 100% and he doesn't get hurt, because injuries has been an issue for him, he will be higher than number 12. I mean, he's a deep threat, as we saw against Florida, 250-yard catches.
Yep.
I think one set up a touchdown and one was a tying touchdown. And I think he had 3 touchdowns in 3 games. And they hardly played him against Alabama, which was kind of bewildering. I don't know what the deal was there. But, he's a guy I think I think we can all agree this guy was having a breakout year.
A breakout game, at least.
He played well against Vanderbilt.
Yeah. So I'm looking at his numbers throughout his career. 15 receptions, 203 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now, that might not grab your attention, but most of those came in the game against Florida, 9 catches, 151 yards, and 2 touchdowns. As you mentioned, the Vanderbilt game. He's got size. He's got speed.
Great hands. And he makes a game-winning touchdown and just makes everything look easy. I thought it was going to be that play that we saw, but it's not. Yeah, it was a game-tying touchdown.
Game-tying.
But yeah, it was he was adding the big play element, the guy that could stretch the defense. And then when he got hurt, A&M missed that. That was one of the things that I don't want to say limited the offense, because the offense still averaged over 30 points a game, but it changed. I mean, they didn't have the consistent deep threat that he provides, and I really love the idea of him being out there. We're hearing that he's 100% now, and he's or close to it. That he's expected to be out there, and I think at least early you might have some teams that are still unaware, some opponents that are still completely not completely aware of what he can be.
What is Bullcrap?
Well, my lighthearted Bullcrap of the day, I know a lot of people listen via podcast or radio, so you can't see this, but it's a coffee cup. And so I stopped by this place called Dutch Brothers Coffee. And Dutch Brothers Coffee is packed all the time. And so, you know what, I was like, I drink a coffee at the office every morning. I was like, let me just try this thing and see what all these kids are talking about. And so I pull up, I'm in line for about 15 minutes. I finally get up there. Nice young lady comes up to my window and says, "What would you like?" And I said, "I would like a medium black coffee, no cream, no sugar." And she goes, "Sir, we actually do not sell coffee."
What?
Yeah. Did you know they don't sell coffee? You can only get an Americano with warm water.
So as we do at the end of all these videos, we're going to ask, Donnie, what are we supposed to do at the end of this video?
What do you mean?
Like, should the viewers who are watching this do immediately after watching this video?
Oh, you should like and subscribe.
There you go. And massage.
Yep. The Subway closed down next to TexAgs. We're going to open up a Rubway, $5 foot rub. It's going to be amazing. All the endings.
Okay. By endings, we mean the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Good day.